Is there an area of your life right now where you could literally say, this is not the way I planned it? You know, it's so common, and yet so often we feel like things are supposed to unfold in just the way we planned, and then when they don't, we can become frustrated, angry. At times we can even feel like giving up. And so I just have a few things I want you to ponder for a moment. You know, we live in a culture that has become more and more and more and more convenient. We can get what we want, when we want it, oftentimes without even much effort. Just go on your phone, you got the app, it's delivered tomorrow, maybe it's even delivered today. And so a lot of times, if we think about it, when things become so easy, it can actually impact our expectations about what things should look like in all areas of our life. So I don't know what you're going through right now, but I want to remind you of one really, really important thing. Sometimes we have to stop expecting things to be so easy, because the things that are really worth having often are not. They can be frustrating. We can face roadblock after roadblock, and yet that does not mean we shouldn't give up. In fact, the question that we must ask ourselves is, what am I supposed to learn here? How is this developing my character? What traits do I need to develop? Do I need to become more patient? Is this an opportunity for me to learn something that I would not otherwise have learned? Is this an opportunity for me to finally speak up or say what needs to be said or be more bold or courageous? In every obstacle, there's an opportunity, but you have to look for it. Sometimes that means looking for perspective, looking at another person's story. I'll never forget several years ago when I was writing a book called Where Will You Go From Here? Moving Forward When Life Doesn't Go As Planned. And I had gone through a major life transition, starting my life over. And for me, it felt so monumental and so difficult, and it was. But for the book, I interviewed people who had gone through all sorts of situations where life didn't go the way they planned. Some of them had lost a spouse or a child. Some had filed bankruptcy. Others had had a life-threatening illness or become completely paralyzed indefinitely. And I got to tell you, it put my situation into perspective. Sometimes we have to step back, gain our own perspective, and say, you know what? This is going to be hard, and I'm willing to do the hard thing. So I don't know what area of your life this applies, but I'm sure there's some way in which your life isn't going the way you planned. And what you have the opportunity to do right now is to make a decision, to stay focused, to move forward, to learn the lesson that's being offered to you, and to say, I will get to my finish line, no matter how many obstacles there are, because the things truly worth having are worth persevering towards. If you want more life strategies, you can visit me on my blog. It's valerieburton.com/blog. I'll talk to you next time.